Good morning, guys. It's a year and a half later since I made my last video. Now, it's about 3 weeks later. All sorts of things have been going on. Mostly the weather was shit, and yeah, there were rains, floods, I don't know, you name it, and I had a bunch of work. But today, as you can see, I'll show you in a cut. The weather is truly awful until now. We have a low fog, but that should clear, so I'm gonna make my way to the hangar and I don't know, just prepare the JuroFOX, heat the engine up. We have less than 10 degrees now, so I will just preheat the engine, do my pre-flights, and I will ferry it to Slatkovice, where the rest of the works on the Autopilot will be done. The mounting brackets for the servos have finally arrived, so yeah. So I'm not getting my hopes up anyway, so it's been too long. Okay, let's go. So good morning. I'm taking the taxi to Slatkovice once again to pick up the JuroFOX. The Autopilot should be ready, should be set up. There's still a bit, we still have issues with the transponder, but I will find out what exactly the issue is and how to circumvent that, or see, the mode Charlie is not transmitting, so we'll have to find a way, maybe a blind altimeter or something, I don't know. But I'm just wondering if it's actually the Horus, that it's not supporting the data from the trick transponder, or is it just like something else? Well, I'll find out soon, and yeah, hopefully see you soon in the air, hopefully with good news. It's been too long. So guys, I owe you an update. So after flying now with the Autopilot, bringing the Fox home. I can tell you what I've learned about. So the trig transponder, according to the guys that were mounting the Autopilot for me, they use an older NMEA protocol to transfer the altitude readings to the HORIS, but the HORIS isn't able to read these older NMEA protocols. So, and the other thing, they think that the trig transponder, that the inner it's supposed to have like an inner transmitter of the altitude, that it's defect. So one way to work around it is to order a blind altimeter, which will be hooked up via cables to the transponder, and that will solve the issues. So ATC will actually see my mode alpha and also mode Charlie. So I will do that later. Hopefully I will have the chance to fly to Austria for Florian's birthday. So the weather seems to be okay, but I know the last time I was flying there without mode Charlie, so without the altitude reading, I had to be kept 1,000 feet above ground level. So, but I don't mind actually. So, and now let's go to the Autopilot. So what do I think of it? Is it any good? Okay, it's good. On the other hand, I still think there still need to be some settings tweaked. The Autopilot is sometimes overcorrecting and trying to hit the exact heading or course you set it to. So a lot of times you find yourself that the Autopilot is doing a really bad job trying to catch up, but all in all that can be fixed. I cannot expect it to be like in the airliners, that's for once. And the second thing is, today was also it's not that windy, but the thermals and stuff, I mean the holding of the altitude is perfect. It's struggling a little bit with the holding of the course. So yeah, apparently if you order the Magoo, it's actually a heading thingy for the HORIS. It should get better, but I think with a bit of tweaking of all of the settings, I think we can, I don't know, find a good setting that's fine, and it's not trying to overcorrect and stuff. I also had a few situations where the Autopilot would disconnect because of a sharper bank roll. I found it to be better not interfering with the Autopilot with my legs or rudder inputs. So yeah, all in all, I think the job is well done. Milos did some things for me as well. He repaired my shoe for the wheels, the wheel pants, and I can't thank him enough for that. Yeah, and I will let you know how the other things progress once they progress, and once I sort of figure things out. I know Florian did a lot of tweaking on his Canardia Autopilot, so I will be using his brain and his expertise, and yeah, I will rape him into flying with me and to set it up for me as best as he can. Yeah, or maybe just show me the basics. I tried to dig around in the settings, but that was a bit too much for me. Okay, so that's it, guys. I finally have the Autopilot. I'm sorta kinda happy and still a bit sad, mostly because the transponder isn't working as the way it should be. And a lot of times when the aircraft gets serviced, not everything always works, and that just brings me down so much. And I was waiting for this autopilot. It's now over a month, and there was nice weather and shitty weather, but most of the time when I had the time to go fly, the aircraft was on the ground somewhere. Things were done on it, on the autopilot, and you know, so I'm kind of not enjoying it as much as I would like. But all in all, it's a good addition, of course. I'm super happy that I got it. The settings that are now, I still think it's like somebody sitting next to you and holding the stick for you and trying to correct it. Someone that doesn't know how to fly pretty well. But I mean, the autopilot, the altitude hold is perfect. You can climb and descend with it anyways. It's very good. And the headings or course hold, that needs to be tweaked or minor adjustments. Okay guys, that's it. I hope you kind of enjoyed this with me, although my face doesn't really show it, but I am happy. But it all has to settle down in my head, and all the things that are not working or aren't that great will be tweaked. And I bet that after a good night's sleep, I finally calm down a bit and start to really enjoy and fathom what actually happened here. Okay guys, that's it. See you in a later video.